Hi, this is Steve again, and I wanted to go even a little bit more deeper into the October 13th, 1969 Paul Stein letter that was sent from the Zodiac to the San Francisco Chronicle after his death on October 11th, claiming responsibility. But actually, as we continued to investigate it, we found that there are embedded messages, embedded images that I think were created by Albert Lee Terry Jr., a member of the Zodiac, to detail what happened that night with Charlie, who I believe is the Zodiac killer, who's the guy that's about 5'8", stocky and so on and so forth with a wobbly gait, who took a cab up to Presidio Heights, got out for some reason. Cab goes down a block, seems like it was hailed by another person who tried to commit a robbery, shot Paul Stein in the head, and ran. Charlie, on foot, gets to the cab, sees the cab driver, head bleeding, into the street, tears a piece of his shirt, tries to wipe his fingerprints, then tries to escape. Can't find a way out on Jackson. The police are coming, goes into the golf course, works his way up to Presidio, back down, and then to his home, which was reasonably close to the scene of the crime at that time of the night. In the letter are embedded images and pictures in words turned upside down, and on the envelope, smudges that detail these images if you look closer. But what I've done is I've gone into the letter, turned it into a transparency, and gone even deeper into one of the big smudges that sits there that almost looks like a latent fingerprint. It's so weird. The Zodiac is so much more than just ciphers. These people have real skills. Like they're turning microfilm into letters, something they were doing way before our time. This is 50 years ago. How these people did it is an amazing thing, but I believe they're part of Navy photographic intelligence and reconnaissance. So if anybody had those skills, it would be them. So here it is where I reduced it all the way down to a negative, where I've been able to remove any hint of the writing of the letter itself and into this image just slightly above being completely black. And you get this thing I call the face. And here it is. So I got that off of my computer and sent it over to my phone because my phone is easier one to record and seems to be able to bring a little bit more definition to these images. So this seems like a face to me. It's kind of round. I would bet money that if we could, with AI, without altering it, but just kind of extracting what's behind it, like doesn't that look like an eye right there? Right? I bet that is actually a photograph, and then enhanced with the drawings or so on and so forth. I could be wrong. That could just be a complete. Oh no, that actually looks like a head with some sunglasses, doesn't it? And an eye. I mean, this guy is amazing. I don't know if he does this graphically, photographically, but the shape of that head and the mouth reminds me of the person of interest image from Lake Berryessa, the murder of Cecilia Shepard, and to the murder of Brian Hartnell. I believe this might be a picture of Charlie himself, the Zodiac. And what's really funny about that is if this image as you see it is representative of a design of the Presidio, this little tail down here would end up be where it kind of looks like X marks the spot, right? That's where Charlie's apartment was at 2190 Grove Street, right below Presidio Heights and the murders that took place of Paul Stein on Washington Street and Cherry Street, I believe it is. So let's take a deeper look in here. I mean, that's definitely a scary thing right there, right? Looks like these are the things going on in his head, right? I mean, this guy's got a lot of issues. Now, what I'm going to try to do while I have you here is I'm going to try to see if we can enhance this image. All right, we'll add a little brightness to the lines, and let's see what that does. Oh, yeah. Yep, that is somebody's head and face with glasses, right? This is a larger person. There is a screaming face in there. This is a mask of some sort, right? I really wish I could make out what that is. I just can't. I just don't know what it is. All right, so let's try some more and see what else we can do here. And we take it down or up. Oh, was that clear? No, let's see. Now we want the lines. Trying to keep it from being blurred. No. Ooh. Oh, wait. Look, see, now you can see the map. See how I was telling you how it look? I want to get into that part right there. Check this out. So behind all this stuff is these other things. To me, this looks like it is a pure negative of reconnaissance of some geographic area by satellite, or by reconnaissance photography plane, which it was the technology that they were working with back then. You could see that stuff in the background, right? So in spy movies, you know how they do microfilm, right? That's what that would be. So it's like he had microfilm that he was trying to transfer to somebody, and then he put these images on top, and then he embedded it in a letter, and then he wrote over that and created more images. So it's really amazingly ingenious how all this works. I wish I could tell you more about. Oops. I just saw something else though, guys and girls. I want to check out real quick. I want to flip this thing. Thought I saw something else upside down. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see, did I? Oh, man. I might have enhanced it too much to see. Kind of losing it there. Okay, so let's flip it back to where it was. All right, and let's see if we can. Oh man, we got all kinds of stuff we could do to this thing, huh? So what was it that I had changed? It's not what we want. Okay. Contrast. Let's see, shadows. Highlights. Why don't we do this? I'm going to revert it back to the original. And try one more time. to edit some of the features. Don't quite like that. So revert again. Let's try edit one more time. Let's just go for clear as best we can. See if we can make it clear. Whoa, there we are. That was pretty good. Forget the warmth thing. We don't need that. We need tint. Definition's good. Noise reduction. I already did that. We don't need a vignette. All right, let's go in. Ugh. Nope. I mean, but you can see the face a little bit better. That is definitely a face. Look at that. I just wonder who that is. Oh, wait, look, there's another person. Person there, person there. There are pictures of people in here. You know, this guy right here reminds me of a picture I saw. No, I don't know. It could just be a character. It could be confirmation bias. I won't say the name. But there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 people in this picture. Or at least 3 pictures and seemingly something that's screaming inside, a character of some sort. That guy's really interesting right there. Know exactly who represents that person. That may be your Zodiac killer right there. Kind of with the mask on like he had at Lake Berryessa. I just wish I could really identify the geological thing that he's trying to represent with this figure. Whether that's the Presidio or is that Lake Berryessa? You know? Is that Lake Berryessa and where it was out on the edge down there? Right, where he killed them? And with the mask on, that might be what that is. That's another possibility. I just don't want to make the video too long, but if you research the Presidio, if this shape makes any sense, which I think it may, in Northern California, then that would be his home. But it also could, if I don't, because I don't know Lake Berryessa's geography that well. That would be the mass killer, and maybe that's the little island out there. We'll see. So again, there's somebody there. There's somebody there. And that is definitely somebody. Now let me see if I can just do one more thing. Where is that letter? Oh, here it is. So this is the letter, and see that little smudge right there? That's where I got that picture from this October 13th letter. So this letter, this is Zodiac speaking. I am the murder of the taxi driver over by Washington Street in Maple last night. To prove this, here is a bloodstained piece of his shirt. I am the same man who did the people in the North Bay area. The San Francisco police could have caught me last night if they had searched in the park properly instead of holding road races with their motorcycles, seeing who could make the most noise. Blah, blah, blah. But the real information is in this smudge. That's where it's all happening.